1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hi friends! Oh my gosh, I have both of my dogs in this. Hi friends! Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. I'm so excited to be reading with you yet again, and this video is going to be so much fun because I have a ton of books on my TBR and I need to get through them, and so these videos are like the perfect way to do that. This video is going to be all of like the popular book talk books, but only for the romance genre. So that's gonna be interesting for me because I personally don't really like romance all that much. I keep trying to like it and then I read them and I'm just like, this was not it. The only exception is Emily Henry books. Like any Emily Henry book, I will fall in love with. I have really high hopes for these books because I don't think they're going to be that cheesy. The whole reason I don't like romance books is because I feel like they're too cheesy. Like they're too Hallmark movie and I don't really get any depth from them, and I don't really like, you know, everyone's just like, oh my god, this is the most amazing book, and then I read it and I'm just like, this is like just so bad. I don't know, I usually don't like them. So I'm going to try out a couple of different ones for this video, and I'm really excited to try them out because these are all books that I feel like have gotten really, really great reviews, and I just have really high hopes for, especially because I know that I can like a romance book because I love all of Emily Henry's books, but I just don't like certain ones. Oh, well, am I gonna read that book? Let's see, 1, 2, okay, 3. Let's do these 3. Hi, I love you so much. Oh gosh, my dogs are crazy. So these are, I'm gonna be reading, his butt is right in the camera. So I'm gonna be reading 4 books for this video, and one, I'm gonna be reading 4 books for this video, and one of those books is going to be on Audible. I really wanna read it, but I don't have it, and I feel like I can just get it on Audible instead of going to the bookstore. I'm gonna be reading Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. This one will be so fun. I've heard amazing things about it, and it's a second chance romance, which I love that trope, so I think it's gonna be one that I really like. The next book that I have that I'm going to be reading for this video is called The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This book is a little bit iffy for me. I have no idea what to think about this book. It was part of Book of the Month, which is why I feel like I've seen it all over Book Talk and Book YouTube. It is a fake dating trope, and I love those. I think they're really cute. He has a stalker, so they have to pretend to date so it doesn't look like he has a bodyguard. And then the last book that I really want to read for this video, but I don't have, and I'm not going to the bookstore to buy, so I'm gonna get it on Audible. That is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood, and I have just heard everyone talk about this book. It's also a fake dating trope, so I think that that's gonna be something that I really like. Literally so many 5-star reviews, and so many people love that book that I think it's gonna be absolutely great. So I'm gonna listen to it on Audible. Hopefully, like, the experience of Audible doesn't ruin the book for me. I'm always scared of that happening because it's kind of based a lot around like how the person's voice is on Audible as well. But I'm excited to do this video with you guys. This is like something that I've been wanting to do for so long, and I'm just excited to get into it. I think I'm just gonna like go for it, and I'm gonna start with this book first because it's just, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on me to like this book. I read a little bit last night, and then today I worked all day, but now I am sitting down to read again, and I am on page 95, and I am so in love with this book. I'm at page, I just said that, I'm at page 95, and it was something like that literally meant nothing. It was just like, she asks her dad if they can go to the house for her birthday, and he says, of course we can go to the house, Macy, and I just started like crying. Something like just a cute little like response, and it's a normal response. I don't even know. I wanted to like make myself some tea, and I think I'm gonna like sit on this couch and just read for a little bit. I might draw myself a bath later. This book, Love and Other Words, has been so cute so far. I'm excited to keep reading it. Nowhere to be, no dreams to chase tonight. We've got time to waste, let's waste it right.
nothing to see as the day turns into night. We got time to waste, let's waste it right. We got time to waste, let's waste it right.
I finished the book. Okay, so I just got to the end of the book. I can't deal with this. That book was so sad. I was not expecting that at all. Oh my god. The book it has wrecked me. Get back to you about my review of the book. Okay, so I just finished reading Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, and this book was absolutely amazing. I didn't really have high hopes because, well, I did because I had such high reviews, but I didn't have high hopes because I don't really like romance novels, and I feel like there's a thin line between like it being really cheesy and it being really good. But this book, oh my god, this book was so good. I'm like, I just love it so much. Like, I think I want to start reading more of Christina Lauren stuff. My dog got my book when I was reading outside, so it kind of destroyed it a little bit, but I kind of like that because when books have, you know, when books are destroyed like that, it kind of adds character. So I'm always going to remember that my dog took this book out of my hands as I was reading it outside and started running around the yard. Benny! 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 No, Benny! Benny! Okay. Overall, this book was just so good. The ending crushed me, and I did not know that that was going to happen. I had no idea what was going to happen in this book. Yeah, I love this book. Can't wait to read more. I'm kind of scared to read the other books now because this book was so good that I don't want it to be ruined by reading other books. So I don't think anything's going to top this as of right now. So we'll see. So since I finished Love and Other Words and that book was so good, I just didn't want to read another physical book and I would rather listen to a book. So I got The Love Hypothesis on Audible and I've been listening to that. So I'm actually a good amount in as of right now. I have about 4 hours left of listening and I don't know how many pages that is. I'm on chapter 9, so I don't know if I'm still technically in the beginning or if I'm in like near the middle or close to the end. 22 chapters, so I guess I am, damn, chapter 2 was an hour long of listening. That's crazy. 13 chapters left and I'm on chapter 9, so I definitely have a good amount of time left in this book, but as of right now, and I don't know if it's just the Audible version, I don't know if I would have had a different experience doing like the actual reading of the physical book, but I just don't really like it right now, so I'm still gonna finish it, I think, as of right now, because it's not like a total like hate, like I don't want to DNF it just yet, but the main characters are really annoying me and it just makes me feel really like cringed, which kind of sucks. Love and Other Words was so good. I was like, maybe I do like romance. Maybe this is something that like I can actually keep going with, and like I can start reading like Tessa Bailey and like Lucy Score because those are so popular and I see them all the time on Book Talk and Book YouTube, but I just never wanted to pick them up because I didn't like romance. But Christina Lauren changed my mind, but now Ali Hazelwood is changing my mind back. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so let's keep listening to it. That I put you guys in last night, so this might just be like a little jump to like last night to today, but I am heading to the gym. I have about 3 hours left in the Love Hypothesis book on Audible, so I'm going to listen to that while I am working out. It's 10:02 right now, so if I can finish this book today, that'd be great. And then I can start on The Bodyguard and hopefully that will be a little bit better. I'm like, should I DNF The Love Hypothesis? Because I don't really like it that much. There's just so much like emotional immaturity in this book that I just don't really like it. I can't really like relate to it and it feels cringy to listen to. But I don't know, we'll try it out. I'll see what it's like. Only 3 hours left, so why not finish it at this point? I have a really hard time DNFing books. I've only DNF'd like one book in the last like 3 years. So let's just keep it going. I got back from the gym, got ready for the day. It's my dog in the background. Got back, I have about 2 hours left on the Love Hypothesis Audible, and I want to say some words. This book is just annoying. I don't know if it's like, it's kind of like a miscommunication. There's no like argument around miscommunication. It's not like an enemies to lovers based around like miscommunication. Like those I hate, but it's like miscommunication in the way of like, and I don't know if this is normal for fake dating. I thought that I loved fake dating, but I don't know if I do because of this. And I don't know if this is normal or not, but Olive, like, she likes Adam, and Adam obviously likes Olive back. It's like 8 a.m. and she's in the lab and she's like, got a text from Adam and she's like, oh my God, like, I hope it's not him canceling. Like, oh my, I shouldn't have taken him out. I shouldn't have made him go get ice cream with me yesterday. Like, he's probably saying that he's had too much of me and he like doesn't like want to hang out with me anymore for coffee. I'm just like, that's so annoying. Like, you're 26 years old. You are so insecure. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. If you say, do you want to get ice cream with me? And then he goes with you. He's not being forced into anything. Like he's like 36 or something. I don't even, he's like an adult man. Like you're not forcing him into anything. If he doesn't want to do something, he won't do it. Like stop pretending like he's like doing this like and hating every single second of it. Like if he didn't want to do it, he wouldn't do it. Like it's just so annoying. I don't know how I'm gonna get through the last 2 hours, but, and I don't know why it has such high reviews for everybody on Book Talk. This is killing me. Anyway, I'm gonna finish it because I don't DNF anything, so let's see what happens at the end. So I'm listening to the Love Hypothesis while I'm doing my makeup and I'm getting so mad. If Olive was a person, I'd punch her in the face because she is just so annoying. Like, where do I even start? Okay, like the most minor inconvenience happens or something really good happens that she is just like too emotionally immature to comprehend, and she just breaks down and pretends like her whole life is falling apart when it's not. Like, she's fine. Like, just literally communicate. Like, you're an adult. You are a year older than me, actually. Like, just talk. I don't understand like why it's so hard for her to just like have these conversations with people. Like, it's just, it makes me so annoyed. Hopefully the end makes up for it. Maybe. But I'm so excited for this book to be over. Okay, so last time I talked to you guys, I was reading The Love Hypothesis, and I think that I filmed my reaction. I'm pretty sure that I filmed my review of The Love Hypothesis, and it was not good. Shocker. It was not a good review. I really did not like that book. After reading The Love Hypothesis, I was kind of like in a book slump because that book was so bad. I really did not want to read any other romance, and I had 2 other books that I was thinking of reading for this video specifically, but then I went to the bookstore and I got a couple more romance books. So I think I'm going to split up the books that I had talked about in the beginning of this video into like 2 separate videos. So I'm going to only read 1 more book in this video, and finally, after taking some time off from reading other genres, I am going to read a romance, and the last romance of this video that I'm going to read is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, and I'm excited to read it. I feel like since reading some other genres, I'm ready to get back into romance, and I have high hopes again for this book being good, and I hope that it is, because The Life Hypothesis was just so bad, and I literally didn't want to read after that, and I hate being in those moods. So yeah, anyway, let's just read The Bodyguard, and then, side note, we're fostering a puppy right now. This is Twyla. We're fostering with the company Wags and Walks, which they have an office in Nashville and also in Los Angeles. And if you are wanting to adopt a puppy, then you should look into that, because we are fosters and we take care of so many puppies, and we love seeing how, and dogs in general, just not just puppies, but we love seeing them go to their forever homes. If you're interested in that, go to their website. I just think that it's an important cause, and I think it's cute to rescue a dog. So with that being said, I'm going to start reading. Oh, Bandit! Just knocked over my wine. the last update I gave you guys was, but I don't think it was like that far from where I am right now with this book. I'm at page 77 and chapter 8, and so far it's really good. I am really loving the characters. I really like Hannah, the main character, and we just met Jack, who's the other main character, and I think that I like him a lot also. But I'm only like a little bit of the way in. I am only like, I'd say like a fourth of the way in right now, so maybe things will change, but I'm gonna keep high hopes because so far I'm liking it, and yeah. So I've been reading, haven't really been filming it a lot, but I'm on chapter 28, page 235, and there's about 303 pages in this book. So I have about like 70 pages left, so I'm just gonna finish it today. And then we will go over all of the books that I read for this video, which is very exciting.
The sun is shining 24/7. 'Cause when we're together, it feels like we're in heaven. If it will get dark, you'll be my million stars. I know I can lean on you. Oh, you catch me like a leaf falling from.
Not too cold outside, so I'm gonna finish the last chapter. Oh, there's an epilogue. So chapter 33, page 288. What just happened definitely made what I'm going to rate this book way higher than what I originally thought when I was reading it, like more in the middle or the beginning of the book. So the end just totally made it worth it, and I'm happy to see what happens for the last chapter.
No, I don't fake this kind of feeling, never felt so real. My heart is on the table 'cause you're my everything. I do, I wanna marry you. 'Cause when you're around, I know it's true. The way you make me feel is so good, baby. So good, so good. Every single day we spend apart, I wanna be with you.
I finished reading all of the 3 romances that I wanted to read for this video, and I wanted to just do a quick review about what I thought about each one. I'm with my fiance. We are driving to South Carolina for Easter. Here he is. And I thought, why not film what I think about the books that I just read, since we have a 6-hour drive. So the first book that I read for this series was Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren, and this book was so good. I think it was my first and only 5 out of 5 romance book ever. So this is crazy that I gave it a 5 out of 5 because I never do that for romance. I feel like I usually give it like a 3 or 4. So Love in Other Words is a like second chance romance, childhood friends to lovers kind of book, and it's about Macy and this guy Elliot. Macy moves in next door to Elliot after her mom passes away, and she ends up forming a relationship with Elliot, and it's kind of like throughout the years of them getting to know each other, and it's kind of just like it's switching between present day and in the past, like when they were first meeting each other and growing that relationship, and they stopped talking for a really long time and you don't know why, and then they just reconnected in the present day. But this book, it just made so much sense, and I feel like it just tied the whole story together. Like it made sense in a real life situation that would happen and that they would stop talking to each other. The writing was phenomenal, and I just loved all of the dialogue between Macy and Elliot. You could really like fall in love with them as characters and really see the chemistry between them. Next book that I read, I actually listened to on Audible, and I think that maybe that was my downfall because I absolutely hated this book, and that was The Love Hypothesis by Ellie Hazelwood. This book made me so mad, and I really do think that it might be because the audiobook is just so annoying. Like the characters in the Audible story, their voices are just so annoying. Or I guess it's just the one girl who's talking, so I apologize to her. She's just really annoying. Like her voice is just not fun to listen to, and I think that made the story even more annoying than I think it would have been if I had just read it. So The Love Hypothesis is about this girl Olive, and she has just ended a relationship with this guy Jeremy, but now her best friend is into Jeremy and they want to date, but they don't want to date because they don't want to upset Olive. So Olive kisses someone in the hall to make it look like she's already dating somebody so that it's okay for Jeremy and her best friend to date. So it's like a fake dating trope, and it's also like an academic kind of thing. It's not academic rivals, but it is like, it takes place like in their PhD program. So Olive and her professor are fake dating pretty much. And honestly, like, that sounded great to me. I was like, I love academic stuff in books and I love fake dating. Those are like my favorite tropes. But I read it and it was the most annoying thing. You can see it throughout the whole video when I'm listening to it. I hated this book. If I could give it a 0, I would, but I can't, so I gave it a 1.
It is so bad, I want to give you a 0, but that's not possible. So I give you a 1.
And I should have just stopped reading it halfway through, but I didn't, and that was my fault for sure. But I just can't DNF any books. I just need to finish it to see if maybe the end will change what I think about it, because sometimes the end does change what I think about a book, and so I just always have to finish it to make sure. And this book didn't. It was just horrible all the way through, from beginning to end. Absolutely hated it. I don't know why anybody on Book Talk or Book YouTube would ever read it. It was just absolutely horrible. Okay, I can't say that because I do kind of understand why people would like it, only because I can see maybe they can relate to Olive. Like, if they feel awkward in relationships or awkward in conversations with people, I can see how maybe they would relate to Olive. I think that maybe the people that would like this book are people who are in high school or emotionally immature, but this girl in the book is my age. I think she's 26, and the guy that she is fake dating is like in his 30s, and they are so emotionally immature. I'm like, you are an adult. Like, I don't know why you're acting like this. It's so annoying. So I hated the book so much. I went from like a 5 out of 5 read to a 1 out of 5 read, and then I got into like a romance book slump, and I really did not want to read any more romance, so I like went to a fiction book, which is what I usually go to when I read, and then I came back to romance. And then the third book that I read for this series is The Bodyguard by Catherine Center, and this book started off kind of boring, but I had high hopes for it. Everyone on Book Talk and Book YouTube was giving it like 2 to 3 stars, so it wasn't like the highest rating for people who usually read romance, but I still liked the writing enough to keep reading it. And it wasn't a book that I was like excited to pick up. Like, it took me like a little while to read just because I like didn't want to go to it when I was thinking about reading, but by the time I got to the middle of it, I was really hooked, and I just loved the characters, and I just flew through it. And by the end, I was like, wow, this book was so good. So it's funny that a book that everyone gave like 5 stars, like The Love Hypothesis, I gave 1 star, but a book that everybody gave like 2 to 3 stars, I give like a 4 out of 5. It was just so good, and the end was so cute. The end just had me like, it was like a big plot twist, and I was just like, oh my god, that's crazy, and I just like couldn't put it down. And then the epilogue, which I normally am like with romance books, but the epilogue was really cute, and so it was definitely worthy of a read, and I really loved it. Those are the 3 romance books that I read for this video of reading popular romance books, and I had a great time doing it, and I have more romance books that I've bought and haven't read, so I'm probably going to do another one of these videos. But overall, just, you know, had a great time doing it, and I love reading books. So if you've read any of these books, I'd love to see your guys' opinion on this. I know books are so subjective, so I'd love to see what everybody thinks about them. And if you want to see me on a daily basis, you can follow me on my Book Talk, you can follow me on my Instagram, and you can follow me here because I post new videos every Friday. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye guys!